Spirit Sports Consultants presents
NFL preseason football. We've made it to week 3 of the preseason. Final tune-up for the regular season starts in 2+ weeks. So we're going to take a look first at the Raiders in Vegas hosting the defending NFC champion 49ers. We just saw the news that Gardner Minshew has been named the starting quarterback for the Raiders, so less of a quarterback competition than we anticipated for this Week 3 matchup. We still feel that the 49ers are more apt to rest their starters than are the Raiders. You got to give Minshew a little bit more time, work with that first-team offense. Might play the first half completely, so we like the Raiders here 20-17 over the 49ers in Las Vegas. And before we continue, if you would, just join our channel, and if you like this video or find it useful, like it and then subscribe. We provide weekly NFL picks, highlights, and sports travel. Thank you. We're really looking forward to this one, Patriots Commanders. For preseason, it's got a lot of intrigue there. You've got, on the one hand, quarterback competition, Drake May, Jacoby Brissett for the Patriots. On the other hand, you've got pretty much the set starter, Jaden Daniels, but you've got two new coaches, OC Cliff Kingsbury trying to get that new offense. You got the new head coach, Dan Quinn, trying to get that defense going. I think it'll be close, very narrow margin here, but we like the Commanders here being that they're at home. We just think Jaden Daniels makes the difference. He's the best quarterback on the field. Bears at the Chiefs. This could be a great game to see Caleb Williams against the quarterback a lot of people compare him to. Not necessarily fair, considering Patrick Mahomes is the best in the business. But wow, we wish this were a regular season game. Be a lot of excitement. We think this one, Caleb Williams will play far more than Patrick Mahomes if Mahomes plays at all. That should give the Bears enough to have the 24-21 victory. Vikings at the Eagles, and with J.J. McCarthy's injury, we expect Sam Darnold to play quite a bit in this one, perhaps as much as the first half. I think that's enough to give the Vikings the edge. We would expect the Eagles to be resting most of their starters, like a low-scoring defensive affair, 17-14 for the Vikes. Rams at the Texans. Clearly they're set at the quarterback position. We're not expecting Matthew Stafford or C.J. Stroud to play much. Look at the Texans. Again, we love their depth at receiver. We like their backup quarterback group. I think they have enough to win this one closely, 20-14 over the Rams. Colts at the Bengals. And when both of your starting quarterbacks are injury prone, you won't expect to see them play much in preseason game 3. We love the backups here for the Bengals. We think they have enough to win this one 24-17. We have an all-Florida matchup as the Dolphins go to Tampa to face the Bucs. Looking at this one, we can't imagine that the speedy Miami offense will play all that much. We think Tampa, with the defense, they got to work on some things. We'd like them taking this one 20-17 over the Fins. And seeing the old Bucs logo sets us up for this week's Question of the Week. And now it's time for our question of the week. Hit us up in the comments with your answer. We're going to look at throwbacks this week and ask the question, which NFL team has the coolest throwback sets? We grew up as a fan of the Houston Oilers, so a little bit of bias there. I also thought the Bucs creamsicle, those are always fun when you see them wearing that. And then the Patriots, the AFL logo, and then with the red jerseys, kind of cool. And then we think the early expansion silver and old school Seattle Seahawks logo is pretty sharp as well. So hit us up in the comments with your answer. It doesn't have to be one of these four, just whatever team you think has the best throwbacks. And next up, we have the Panthers and the Bills. And looking at this game, trying to figure out who's going to play more of the starters, we have to think it's probably going to be Buffalo. I have a feeling Josh Allen's going to want to play a little bit more. And we think even if he plays the first half, that should be enough to give the Bills the edge, 17-14 in this one. Next up, we have the Steelers at the Lions. And again, one of our primary rules for preseason, quarterback competition. We're not sure who's going to play here, Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. We think that's going to give the Steelers the edge here in this third preseason game, 21-17 over the Lions. Ravens at the Packers. These are two evenly matched teams. Great teams. This would be an excellent regular season matchup. For the preseason, though, we don't expect Lamar to play that much. We would think Jordan Love might play a little bit more, get more reps. We think the Packers have the edge here, 24-14. Chargers at the Cowboys. Looking at this one, don't expect that Justin Herbert would play, even if healthy for this one. I think Dak Prescott might play a little bit more. We like the home field here. We're going to take the Cowboys to take this one 24-21 again. If they're playing to win, the Cowboys were undefeated at home in the regular season last year. Jets and the Giants, the battle in New York. And looking at this one, initially we thought the Jets would be resting everybody, so we were going to take the Giants and bet on them. But after what Daniel Jones and the Giants did against the Texans, we're not sure. We still think the Giants might win. We would advise you not to touch this one. Giants scare us a little bit. And next we have the Browns at the Seahawks. And looking at this one from a preseason motivation standpoint, got a new head coach, McDonald. We have to think he'd be trying some new things on defense. We think they're going to have more motivation in this one. We'd like the Seahawks to take this one at home 21-14 over the Browns, who are very likely to be resting most of their players. Next up, we've got the Titans at the Saints. Similar logic. Titans have a lot of injuries. DeAndre Hopkins, people like that out. The Saints don't think that Derek Carr will play that much, with their backup quarterbacks really showing off. Spencer Rattler looks pretty good, so we like the Saints here. Cardinals at the Broncos. Again, looking at the motivation. You got a young quarterback, a little bit of quarterback competition. We expect them to lean towards Bo Nix being the starter, but still don't know. So for that reason, especially with Sean Payton trying to get that offense, a complicated offense, get a new quarterback adjusted to, we think the Broncos are going to play more of their starters. We like them here 21-17 in preseason week 3.
That's all for this time. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to sharing our future videos with you.